ladies and gentlemen, 217 subscribers. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciate it. The ascension begins now, and you're all a part of it. So go ahead, if you're new, consider hitting the subscribe button, hit the like button if you like what you see, and welcome to Ascension, baby. Welcome to the channel. Anyway, is being fat a choice? Most of the time, yeah, like 90% of the time. Video's over. Nah, I'm just fucking around. 90% of the time, yes. Let's see what they have to say about it. Hey, before we get started, though, let me just say this. Listen, pal, don't be weird, all right? The last video, I was reading the comments. Oh, most of them greatly appreciated, exceedingly positive, a lot of positive reinforcement and encouragement, even some good positive feedback. But some of y'all are weird. Don't be weird in this video, man. We are not here to body shame anybody whatsoever, whether you're a gym rat, a fat or a twink. We're not here to bully anybody. Now we're gonna crack jokes, because that's what we do over here. We like cracking jokes over here. But we're not gonna bully nobody, okay? This is a nice community where you crack jokes with your homies, but you don't bully people. Why would you want to make someone's day shit on purpose? You know what I mean? So don't be a weirdo in the comments. Now we can get into it. Everybody understand that rule? Great. Plus size versus skinny. Let's see, Jubilee.
Being fat or skinny is a choice. Agreeers?
I don't think that every factor is, but I do think a majority of it is. And in most cases, for most people, being skinny or being fat is about willpower. It's about the environment you grow up in, sure, but who you choose to associate with, what sort of things you choose to listen to, who you choose to kind of have as your friends around you and support you. All of those things are choices that you can make that will lead you closer towards being one or the other.
I know what I do.
Shut the fuck. Oh my God. 3 minutes in, that was beautiful. You're absolutely correct. Yes, that's literally it. It's a choice. I get it. People with higher and slow metabolism. People have thyroid issues. Some people just, can't put on weight. Motherfucker, if you don't put the fork in your mouth and you walk around a little more, you probably won't be so big. And conversely, if you stopped moving as much and you shoved the fork in your mouth a little more, you wouldn't be so thin. It's calories in, calories out. 90% of the people on the planet can control their weight. You just don't fucking want to. And I don't blame you. The shit's hard. Shit ain't easy. But nothing in life that's worth it is easy. So ask yourself this. Do you want to live long? Do you want to be able to breathe when you get up and down the steps or stairs? Do you want to be able to play with your children and your grandchildren? If you answered yes to any of those, start watching what you eat and how much you move. Let's get back into it.
For me, it's calories in, calories out. Go to the gym, you'll get buff. Don't go to the gym, you won't get buff. I understand that there's genetics that could cause you to want to eat more, but even with the genetics that cause you to want to eat more, the same solution is calories in, calories out.
I think the whole choice is, always determined on who they are. And it's not going to just be a thing done overnight.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of, I think it's like breaking the barrier and breaking a lot of things, not only your body, but also breaking your mental state.
Disagreeers?
I was supposed to get blood tested probably when I was very, very young, and I never did. And they had mentioned that it could have been because of my weight and how that connects with my thyroid. I never made the connection, and I never had that leaning parent to be like, go and get checked out, go and do this. Your weight is probably not your fault. It was always your weight is your fault, so that's your issue.
I mean, I also struggle with thyroid and my own blood issues. I'm not quite sure, but I do see an endocrinologist and I go see a doctor. It's a choice to do the requisite steps. It's a choice to go grocery shopping instead of going to fast food when it's easy. It's a choice when you're grocery shopping to go to the outer aisles and not go into the bread section and not go into the junk food section. These are all choices.
Okay, let's calm down a second. All right, because I have to say this. You are speaking from a point of financial privilege. If you're poor, you're probably not seeing an endocrinologist. You know what I mean? If you're poor, you probably don't know what the fuck a thyroid is, So, getting your blood work done, having that blood test, seeing if you, if your thyroid doesn't match well with your blood and affects your actual body weight, that is indeed a privilege because not everybody has health insurance and not everybody has the money to just be able to shell that out of their ass. So I get it, bruh. It is a choice. You are correct, but there are some outliers like her and yourself that aren't in the majority of people. Y'all are the exception. And you're the exception of the exception, because you not only do you have the thyroid problem, but you also have the money and the insurance to address it. So let's just call a spade and keep everything above board and be fair. You know what I mean?
I have to navigate weight differently. I have to look at it differently. My weight is the way it is because of medication, because doctors put me in this position. And I had to learn, okay, am I going to be so hateful of my own body that I am going to backlash and put myself through extreme gym nights, through keeping myself from eating things that I should be able to eat. You should be able to have a balance. You should be able to go into the junk food aisle like other skinny people do and still not have to worry about gaining 20 pounds.
But I don't think skinny people
Not
go
all
into
people.
this junk food aisle.
They
I think
certainly
Yes,
do.
they do.
I eat a lot of junk.
You are smoking crack. Now I'm about to get on your ass. You don't think skinny people go in the junk food aisle? I got a friend. His name's Fricky. This motherfucker sent me a picture of a hot pickle hollowed out with Taki shoved inside it. He's never weighed 200 pounds once in his life. He's maybe 175 right now to this day. You are smoking crack. What the fuck is wrong with you, Red Dress? I thought you was talking some shit. And she has a point, but also I have to say this too, Miss Crippled Woman, I don't know your name. I should probably pay more attention, but hey, you come here for the jokes. You don't come here for the fucking facts. Now, let me hit you with a fact right now. You are also an exception to the rule. How many fucking crippled people do you see? You know what I mean? Just like in day-to-day life, you are a percentage of a percentage. So you also have an excuse. If your medication is the main proponent in your weight gain, that is also something outside of your control.
It's important to note that a choice can be harder for people to make due to conditions in their life.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, it's still a choice. I could say that I had food addiction. I looked to food when I was stressed and this and that and this. And so it's harder for me to choose it than for someone who has like the perfect lifestyle, someone who has parents who are giving them this and that and this. But I definitely still acknowledge that it was my choice. At the end of the day, when I go there and I look and I see, should I order a second hamburger? I'm the one choosing whether or not I order that second hamburger. I'm the one making that choice.
Bro, I love this guy, bro. He is awesome. He is spitting facts about food addiction. I myself struggled with food addiction. I was a fat kid. I had little boy titties when I was in 5th grade. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. I was a little fat little fuck. One day I started doing some push-ups. I was like, this is pretty cool. Got rid of them tits, built a fucking breastplate chest. Shit looks sick. Got some damn biceps on me, some tricep action. Got them damn traps busting out, them fucking rear delts, front delts, side delts. Built some abs on me, some quads, some calves, some glutes. Boy, I look like an Adonis, boy. I don't look like that no more. I gave up the gym so I could be a YouTuber. You're welcome. But, golly, that shit was amazing. However, I would rebound. For every 4 or 5 months I would be in the gym, I would spend 2 months out because life would life and I would get depressed and then I would eat food. I would eat my pain away and I would become addicted to the food. During COVID, I single-handedly subsidized Papa John's. I would eat a large pizza, 8 wings, and a 2-liter, sometimes 16 wings, by myself in one sitting. That would be lunch or dinner. And I did that 4 to 5 days out the week throughout the entire 7 months of COVID with them stimulus checks. My stimulus check went to the Papa himself, didn't go to my bank account. I'll tell you that right now. Well, that's a lie. I saved some. You know what I mean? I saved like half of it. But that other half, Papa John's.
I would rather be skinny than fat.
I guess it depends on what you mean when you think of the term skinny. Are you thinking of just like an average weight person, or are you thinking of how you are now?
I'm the average weight for like women in America.
Yeah, I like-
so
like that's
if we're talking about an average,
You're what? You're the what? You're the what? What are you? You're the average. Hold on a second. I need to see the average weight for American woman. 170? You're 170. You're 170? You're telling me you're 170. Get the fuck out of my face, 170.
like I'm gonna be the closest. If your biggest priority is to be at a smaller body, you need to reassess your priorities.
Motherfucker, you are not 170, bro. I'm sorry. You're not 170. You don't gotta come up here and lie. I don't give a fuck how much you weigh, but that's like me saying, yeah, I'm 135. Like, no, I'm 230. You are not 170. Come on, bro. Come the fuck on. You need to do a 180 and turn your ass around towards the truth is what you need to do. I don't know who the fuck you're lying to. But you're not pulling the wool over my eyes. My eyelids cover them. You can't do it. You can't do it. It's impossible.
America has an obesity problem.
Yes. Simply yes. The answer is yes. Everyone should, yeah. Now, I must say, we do have an obesity problem. 40% are fat fucks. You know what I mean? Fat fucking fat fucks, 40% of us. And that's not a problem. You know what? Actually, I'm going to bring someone out. I'll be right back. We were talking about my great nation, so goddamn it, I had to put the hat on. Look at that. It's me, Patriot Raymond. Nice to meet you. I am the average American. I am overworked, underpaid, overweight, and disgruntled.
I think we have a problem with how to treat obesity. I think we have a problem with how to make it so that it is not an epidemic. This is a systemic thing, that we are in a society and in an environment that breeds this. And we are doing it to ourselves, we are doing it to our children, and our corporations and our industries are doing it to us, and they aren't having to take responsibility for it.
Okay. You really needed to focus more so on we're doing it to ourselves and we're doing it to our children, because Patriot Raymond's out here and he's gonna hit you with some shit you may not want to hear. Okay, we are a capitalistic society. Okay, the green or blue dollar bill runs our world, right? So what do humans like to do? We like to live life on easy mode. So if the convenient thing is the easiest thing, right? And the easiest thing makes the most money, people are going to keep making easy things, right? So they can make more money. And you're going to keep buying easy things because it takes one problem away from your head. You don't have to worry about cooking when McDonald's is open. You know, you can shut your kid up about this fucking meatloaf he wants. You know what I mean? He's hungry. Get that fucker a Big Mac and shut him the fuck up for a couple hours. All that to say, your dollar is what makes the world go round. If you don't buy it, it don't make profit. If it don't make profit, it don't get made. Okay? So stop fucking buying the cheeseburgers.
But also, like, Lizzo and other big, like, media people.
I'm sorry. There's a very big difference between the people who are telling people go out and get fat versus a Lizzo who's saying accept me the way I am.
She's not just saying accept me the way I am. She's dressing extremely scantily clad and then saying if you don't think that it's normal for a morbidly obese person to be wearing a G-string in the middle of public, then you're the problem. And they're trying to normalize society to this obese culture, which is extremely unhealthy. And
what is an obese culture?
Lauren
a culture
is on
which,
fucking
like,
smoke.
normalizes
I'm obese
obesity.
and I haven't even heard that.
Well, obesity is already normal, so.
Well, I don't think it should be normalized, and it wasn't normal
But
just a couple
what's the
decades
difference
ago.
between a obese person, myself, walking around in a G-string or a bathing suit, as I do almost every day, and a skinny person? Like, is it okay that the skinny person is doing that?
I don't think so, but
I don't think
that's for other reasons.
Yeah, exactly.
I get the whole public thing.
to say that when Lizzo does it is the same as a Victoria's Secret angel is just not the same.
Yeah, what's the
'Cause
difference?
What do you mean? Are you telling me they look? You're telling me it doesn't.
I'm not saying they look the same.
Well,
but
I
I'm
mean,
saying
Lizzo
what's
goes on
different
stage.
What's the
message?
implication?
I don't think that we as a society should be modeling obesity.
But I'm not modeling obesity, I'm modeling the lingerie that obese people need to be able to have availability to buy.
So they've always had the ability to buy
we have not.
lingerie.
If you go to Torrid,
No,
a single
we
underwear
have
is
not.
like almost $20.
Yeah.
And you go to like any other Walmart, any Target, and like all these underwears are on special for like $5 to like $20 and stuff.
well, it
and
does
it's
take
like
more fabric to make it.
It does take more fabric
They
to make
use
it,
that
but
as an
it's,
excuse, but
that
you
would-
make yards of fabric
Yeah.
for gowns. You, like,
Is a
it's-
small
it's-
a different price than an extra large or a large?
It is.
And
yeah,
we're willing-
for 3XL shirts, I got to pay more money.
I think people's view.
All right, let me tackle that because there's a lot to unpack there. Again, floral flannel coming in hot with the hard facts. It takes more fabric to make the bigger clothes, so it costs more. All right. If it takes 5 feet of fabric to make a medium and 15 feet of fabric to make an extra large, why the fuck wouldn't the extra large be 3 times the price? Like, what the fuck are we talking about? A. B. I'm gonna try and explain what Red Dress was saying. Not saying I agree with it or disagree with it, just explaining to the audience, you guys, what she's trying to say. When you normalize the body type that Lizzo has, and publicize it to the vast majority, you incentivize or normalize an unhealthy body type. Yes, what, I don't want to call you cane woman. I don't want to call you crippled woman either. What the black girl in the detective coat is saying is true. We would be shaming obese people by not giving them the publicity they deserve by putting them in scantily clad clothing and showing off their bodies. But by shaming them, we would be shaming the other Americans into not getting fat themselves. That's what Red Dress is saying. She's saying that, yes, we will definitely be objectifying you and keeping you off the camera, but it's for the betterment of the rest of society. That's fucking crazy. That's some crazy ass shit. I don't know if that would work or not, but that's what she's saying. That's what she's thinking. That's her opinion from what I'm understanding. And if you now get where she's coming from, there you go.
Something that I always get a lot of comments on is my masculinity as a man because of how skinny I am. It's always something that I've always kind of dealt with. My favorite comment is always, I look like a sickly, ill Victorian child. And
That's horrible.
Sorry, I don't mean to laugh at that.
No.
I swear to God, it was just the sheer amount of adjectives. Sickly, ill, and Victorian. Floral Flannel and I laughed at the same thing. Me and Dominic are on the same wavelength. It just caught me off guard. And I know it hurt him because he remembered every single word of that too.
I don't think we should shame anyone to do anything. No. I think everyone deserves to like themselves enough to like enjoy life. And if you do that as a fat person, okay. If you do it as a skinny person, also chill. It's not my business.
Shame is a broad category. I do think shame works in some cases. I think that.
Ooh, hey, everybody give a second, snap it up, because he about to spit. I don't even know what he's about to say, but I 100% agree with it already. That's how hard I rock with Dominic. Anything can come out of his mouth, and I'm agreeing with it right here, right now. Let's hear what he's got to say.
It's been good fat shaming towards me and bad fat shaming. Bad fat shaming is just, somebody just saying, you're fat. Things like that. That doesn't really work. But what does work is somebody looking at me and saying, don't you want to be around for your kids? And that worked.
I don't think
that
that's
worked.
shaming,
Yeah, like, do you consider that shaming?
I do.
Yes!
I think that's shaming. I think they were telling me, like, you should lose weight to be around for your children. I think that's shaming. Like
God damn!
An attempt to, like, try and say something bad about
Like
me.
they're personalizing
me.
it towards you and towards your kids. Like,
Sure.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, but I think that worked. I think that worked. That really encouraged me to go to the gym and start trying to lose weight.
But that's you, though.
Oh my God! I fucking love that man. Dominic, adopt me, marry me. Fuck it, we'll throuple. I don't give a damn. You want a black son? I'm 24. What do you want? Spitting facts all video. Dominic is 100% correct. Certain things can motivate people differently. Shame may not be your motivator. Maybe external shame may not be your motivator, but internal shame, things that really resonate you at your core, those are the motivators. When you look at yourself in the mirror and you say, you know what, man, fuck it, I've had enough. I'm making a change. And you switch that you flip that switch in your head, and motivation ain't even a thing no more. It's dedication, because you are ashamed of how you look, feel, and act. That is the shame that changes you. When you hit that low point and you go, I'm tired of this shit, I'm making it happen. That's when shame is a good motivator. But it really can't come externally all the time. Sometimes you have to look at yourself and be like, fuck, bro, what are we doing? I know we're better than this. So you know what? For the next 6 months to a year, you're giving 100% and you're doing what the fuck you gotta do. Let's clock in, let's get this fucking work done, because ain't nobody gonna do it but me, all right? And I'm tired of the situation I'm in, tired of how I look, tired of how I'm acting, whatever it is, fuck it, I'm done with it. Let's change today. That's beautiful, Dominic. I fucking love that man. I'm about to buy a fucking floral cyan flannel today.
You've been in like model spheres. Do you see diet culture and how has it impacted space?
There was a point in my life, like when I was a junior in high school, where the person that I was with at the time, he's like 6'6" and super tall. And so, the mom was like, hey, like my son is gonna go audition to this big agency, which is still big to this day, and you should come. So I went, and I weighed 115 pounds, and I was a D cup, and they said that I weighed too much. And so seeing
You were 115 pounds with a D cup? That's where all the weight was. Like, that's where all, like, 20 pounds of weight was. How the fuck did this happen? They fucked your head up so bad that, you know, they completely and totally changed your physical composition. And I feel bad for you. That really sucks. But damn, son, you lost 40 pounds of titty. Just being real.
I want to thank all of you for sharing your opinions with us.
Yeah, shut up. I want to thank y'all too. This was a very insightful video. Essentially, I just agreed. It's a middle ground, bruh. I mean, wow, name of the show, ain't it? I mean, it's a middle ground. It sincerely is. I mean, fuck, life is nuanced and complicated, and it's case by case. Not everybody is the same, but there are generalities in life. The moral of the story is find a way to exercise that you enjoy and that is feasible for you to reach a level in your body that you feel comfortable with. And find a diet, not fad diet, not diet culture, but find a habit of eating that you can also enjoy that is sustainable. If you're comfortable in your skin, who gives a fuck about what anyone else thinks? You know what I mean? And I understand that's easier said than done. But motherfucker, sometimes you just gotta flip that switch in your head and be like, I don't care. But anyway, that's enough of me. That's enough of Patriot Raymond. I appreciate everybody, especially if you made it to the end. I have no idea how long this video is. This bitch might be like 20, 30 minutes, and if it is, I apologize. But if you're here, I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. If you liked the video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you liked what you saw, hit the subscribe button too. Join the Ascension. It's a great time. Appreciate it, bro. It's been Raymond. That's about all I got. Fuck off my screen, please. Next video. Listen, pal, don't be fucking weird, all right?